think Far Cry 2 makes a really great first impression.
Bloody idiot. Nobody follows the rules anymore. I told him the plane's gone, but they don't believe me. Everyone thinks the big planes are coming back. Who can say anymore?
What Far Cry does great, it does really great. And then what it doesn't do so great really bugs the shit out of me and pulls me out of what could be like a truly amazing game experience.
Like Assassin's Creed to me, it was like, at the core, it's a great open world, interesting game, and there's just enough annoying about it that is like, man, why the fuck did they do that? But for me at least, I still like it enough to keep on going.
In this game, the basic structure is that there's safe houses all over the world, or you can always find a vehicle to use. You basically go, get a mission from one of your friends, and then there's a point on your map that you're trying to get to.
Every mission you do, your buddy always calls you and is like, there's an alternate way to do it.
I like the alternate.
No, so do I. I always do the alternate way, but I'm saying where it gets repetitive is that like, after every time you do the alternate way, your buddy always gets caught. Yeah, and it's like you always gotta go bail him out.
Start mission, do the buddy version, finish actual mission, buddy always gets caught. That gets kind of repetitive, but I still like the actual design of what you do in the missions, and the firefight enough for it to not bother me as much.
I did a mission with a buddy, it sucked because I thought we were down, and then like, he got shot, and it was like, you can save him, but you have to have one of those med things.
Oh,
and I didn't, so then like, because I didn't, and the guy just grabbed my pistol and pulled it to his chin, and was like, do it, please.
See, I had one where I had a bunch of syringes left. I had like maybe 4, and I kept stabbing him.
Yeah, and he killed him.
Yeah, I killed him.
I had that happen too.
Yeah, and I was like, oh well.
Wow,
like,
shit.
You OD'd him. Yeah, he kept doing it, and he wouldn't get up, so he'd keep doing it, and eventually he was just like, having buddies is actually worth it, like building a history with them, because like other games when you die, it's just like you die and you restart from checkpoint, but it was really cool that if you manage to like keep a buddy in good terms with you, they'll come and like save you when you get down.
We're okay for now. You've got time to get a band-aid on that gaping wound of yours. Stay low, there's a sniper out there.
Some of the missions are really awesome. Like the one that sticks out to me was this one where I had to go get the ring from the king and give it to the prince. And
which
like,
that's a side mission because the original mission is simply find gold, which I think is a
right. Going to the dude's castle
and
attacking the castle. Like I busted in. I had some Molotov cocktails, so I set the entire like front part of it on fire, and then busted up and killed the entire royal guard. Killed the king, took his ring with my machete.
I love too how they always try and like talk you out of whatever you're about to do to them before they do it, and then if you like try and leave them, they'll always try and pull out a pistol and get you.
Which makes it all the better when I pull out my flare gun. I don't use a gun or like a knife. I use a flare to kill my target.
Game over, asshole!
Hey boet, kom help my met die maak seker praat. Ek moet weer laai. Ek glo dit nie.
I love the machete in the game because if you hold down the button, you can get them to do like the kill move on them.
Yeah, when they're on the ground,
so
you
cool.
stab them in the chest.
Yeah.
That game is pretty visceral like that as far as like the stabbing in the chest and stuff. You'll have to like save yourself from a critical wound, and he'll be like straightening out his wrist and pulling his fingers together.
It's cool when you have like pliers and you're pulling bullets out.
The most macho thing I saw your guy do to heal critical wound is take a bullet out with his teeth.
It's in the driving that most of my frustration comes. There are times, literally, where I'm driving down a street, and off in the distance on some other road, or like way far down the road that I'm on, I see another car driving, and I'm like, oh shit, this means that I'm gonna have to fight these fuckers. I drive like 100 yards, and then I have to stop, take out like 3 or 4 guys, go grab all the health kits that are around, go grab the ammo, get back in my car, drive another 100 yards, and then repeat, you know, over and over again.
Yeah,
and that's like basically what the game is like.
The length of the game felt like it was like 3 times longer than it should have been, and it was always artificially extended because of all that driving to point A to B. It took like 3 times longer than it should have because you were constantly stopping to fight guys. Like, it's like you said, if it happened like maybe like 30% of the time that it happened, it would be totally cool. Maybe I sound spoiled or something, but like the thing I wanted more than anything was like a fast travel system.
Yeah.
I never saw like a tutorial on how to use buses or anything like that. I only knew because I talked to Scooter and he was like, oh, you can use buses, but they only take you to like the 4 corners of the map.
Right.
It's almost like I wanted like something like Oblivion. Like if I've explored it once, let me go back.
If the world was as interesting, the travel time would annoy me a lot more.
I want a fast travel, but it's only because of how often I'm stopped while I'm driving. If they had just cut down the number of encounters, like I don't want the spaces to be empty. I like that they're as densely populated as they are, but it's just so annoying that everyone hates me. Unless I'm walking into a room with my buddy or like people giving me a mission, everyone hates me.
Come on, man, move it! I get something good. What are they fighting?
I wanted a way to put away my gun so that I could like appear to be less lethal and thus have people like not want to kill me.
I mean,
and that's not something you can do in the game.
like,
I love the world. It organically switches between types of terrain. Like, you know, you'll be in something that looks like savanna, and then you go to the
jungle.
In the jungle. I don't know about you guys, but I turned the music off when I was playing, and so then at that point it felt like really immersive. Like,
yeah, because you can't tell when enemies are attacking you because
You can't get that
the fast
drum
music
beat.
doesn't come on.
That's right. I played with the intro with the music on, and I thought it was actually really good. But once I started getting into it and realizing, like, yeah, dude, this is like the type of game I want, where everything's from first person. I was into them trying to be really immersive with it, so I decided that I turned the music off, and it turned out to be a really fun way to play it.
This game has some of like the most advanced shadows like of the game, any game I've seen. Like you can tell like they really pushed like the 360's ability to like output shadows the way they did, like because it looks awesome. But it looks awesome to the point where like anytime it was like dusk, like I guess maybe I should have tried to like doing my brightness better, but like for me it was like it looked realistic to me, so I didn't think to do like change my brightness. So I just go to sleep every time. I was like, fuck, it's dusk. I'm not gonna be able to see shit when I'm driving.
My favorite lighting, like iconic moment is like sleeping in the safe house that might be in like the jungle and waking when it's dawn and seeing all like the rays filtering through like the trees and shit. Like, oh man, I'm in friggin' Africa. And then shit, guys shooting at me now. All right, back to the game part, but.
For every mechanic they did right, like the shadows and stuff look really rad, and like the driving works really well. But it's like then there's like the things like the weapon degradation. It's like nobody in Africa apparently knows how to take care of a weapon. It's like they take it out every day, and their idea of cleaning is like pouring water and letting it air dry so that it rusts or something like that.
I don't mind that there are rusty weapons in the game. I just wish it wasn't 100% of the weapons that you pull off people.
Or
like,
I think the game is reinforcing that like you should use clean guns from the arms dealer, because which is what I learned. I eventually learned that like every time I'm going on a mission, I should restock the arms dealer, make sure all my gear is clean. I don't mind that the guns are rusty, but I hate the fact that they only degrade when you use them. Because I've never seen an enemy guy had a gun jam or anything. They're always on full auto blast, or they would hit me normal, and when I pick up the same gun that the guy was using, all of a sudden, oh shit, blowback, like the shotgun shell like explodes my face.
For me, like the whole weapon degradation thing is like just an artificial way for them to force you to spend your diamonds on something. Before I go do a mission, I'll go to the arms dealer, but it's like, fuck, I don't want to do that. I already got a gun on my back.
and it is an awesome game, and I really feel like anyone who likes shooters should at least give it a shot, because it does some things that other shooters haven't done right.
That other shooters will do a lot to learn.
Yeah, a lot. There's a lot to learn from this game.
Depending on how you feel about Assassin's Creed, but yeah, I think it is like the most apropos thing that there's a really fucking good game underneath it. There's just enough that might put off some people, but for people like me, I am able to get overcome those. Go like, you know what? I like it a lot.
I pretty much just want it to be a little bit more RPG, a little bit less first-person shooter.
As I like to call it, GTA Mogadishu Edition.
Yeah, it's like a GTA game from first-person perspective in a really interesting environment. I just wish the number of encounters was cut down a little bit, and that there were a few people in the world besides just my buddies. And I appreciate the buddy system, but I wish there were a few more people in the world that were neutral or my friends.
I think they're gone, dead, whatever. I'm gonna check them for gear. I'll see you later at Mike's, all right?